Hello everybody, I'm going to be doing a video over my Xbox 360, the recent changes I've made to it. And let's get started, I guess. This is it basically right here. Looks really awesome. As you can see, I've installed 3 fans that light up. And as you can see, I got my Xbox on. I'm on the main menu of Modern Warfare 2. And it's USB powered. Show you all an example. There it is. This is like more than half a dozen. I've installed fans on more than half a dozen Xbox 360s, but I usually never recommend, highly don't recommend USB powered. Sorry, game was starting to play. But it still makes up for it. I've touched it like 3 or 4 times, but the heat sinks, what I'll do is turn off the fans. Basically, actually just, touch it right then and there. And oh my gosh, I have never seen such a high effect from the fans, or any fans. These are the most effective fans I have ever used, and they're freaking silent. Or closest thing to silent. I mean, listen how quiet they are. And that's right up at the Xbox, you know what I mean? I put the phone right up to the Xbox, so far away, as you can tell, it's pretty dang silent. And that's my whole system. These fans by themselves are extremely, extremely quiet. Closest thing to silent. I'm gonna explain to y'all how it is. There's 2 heat sinks. One right there, which is actually an external heat sink, and there's that one right there, which is like a big cube-like box. And you see that straight line right there? Basically, there was originally a cover right there, and basically it traps the heat that goes from there, and then gets sucked out through the back with those 2 fans. Basically, these 2 fans are blowing air from the outside of the Xbox directly onto the heat sinks. This is blowing on the external heat sink. And, anyways, basically, it's cooling it down, And this right here, the air heat's going from there and getting sucked out that way, because as you can tell, they're on different sides. And basically, it's getting sucked out that way, so it will help the heat that gets, so it won't have to, the 2 fans won't have to try as much as far as sucking out all the heat. As far as people that don't know much about the Xbox 360, underneath the disk drive there is a flat heat sink, and that's why it has an external heat sink right there, because it's so freaking flat. Maybe very long and wide, but man, that's the only thing about the Xbox 360 is that the way it's made, which is really good, but the only downfall is there's always that's why it gets A74 error so much, because the flat heat sinks underneath the disk drive, because there's like no way to freaking cool that sucker down. All that could happen is that some of the heat could go through the back and get sucked out, but besides that, not all of it, of course. It needs to get cooled down, like these 2. So if you want to stay updated, please subscribe. Pretty soon, well, I've been working for a while, but when I do figure out a way to cool down the heatsink underneath the disk drive, I'll do an update for that and show you how to. And pretty soon I'm going to be doing a tutorial over how to do this. I'm going to have to really do whatever I can to shorten it, because it took me like 2 hours, maybe more. Usually it takes 4, but this one, it didn't take me that long. And please subscribe. Thanks.